Welcome to our Give Back Hour, everyone. See all these faces. I love it. I wanted to start by introducing myself. I'm Kristen. I am the Executive Director of Project Giving Kids. We also have with us today Val, who is from Imagine LA, one of our partners down here in Los Angeles, and then also Letitia, who is joining us from Downtown Streets team. Hello. We also have Dr. Sharon Elephant from our Project Giving Kids team. Hello, Sharon. And we also have Leslie, who's going to be managing our chat for us. So you'll be hearing from any and all of us during today's session, and we're happy to have you all with us here today. So just a little bit of ground rules and housekeeping before we get started. I'm sure that all of you are familiar with Zoom, but just in case you're not, you could update your names to make sure that it matches your registration so we can keep track of who's who. And we will be using those names to call on you if you want to share anything throughout the session. We hope that you'll keep your video on. We like for these sessions to be participatory and engaging, so we'd love to see your faces. So please feel free to keep your video on. If you have any questions or need any support, you can raise your hand. You can use the raise hand feature on Zoom at the bottom of your screen. Or you can also pop your name or your question directly in the chat. For today's session, if you need any support, please make sure you have your parent or guardian around in case you need any help with any of the materials that we're doing today. And any and all information that we talk about today will be provided after the session. So this entire PowerPoint will be given to you via email, and then everybody from the Project Giving Kids team is also available to answer any questions that you might have. So today's theme is Begin with Basics. We're going to share a video from Project Giving Kids curriculum and learn sessions. You'll see on our website we have different reading materials, book lists, curriculum, educational information that relates to this topic, and this is the video that goes with today's session. So we'll review the video that covers today's theme.
Homelessness affects all kinds of people. Families, seniors, veterans, victims of fire, those living with an illness or disability, and even those trying to get by working minimum wage jobs. Many are unable to find affordable housing and must choose between having food, medicine, or a consistent place to rest. Helping those in need is about more than providing a shower, a bed, or a warm meal. At stake are not only the privacy and security that come from having a roof over one's head, but also the stability and independence that come with having a place to call home. While providing shelter is important, it means little without the support and aid to complement it. Lasting change requires tackling a number of interrelated economic, social, political, and cultural factors. The vulnerable among us often don't have the resources, be they adequate healthcare, education, or job skills, or social supports needed to alter their circumstances. Tackling such a big problem can seem daunting, but there are steps you can take to help meet some of the immediate needs of those facing such challenging circumstances. You can advocate for affordable housing, put together housewarming baskets for those transitioning to permanent homes, donate furniture, or hold a drive for basic goods like shoes or diapers. Ready to get started? Brought to you by PGK and the Prindle Institute for Ethics.
Awesome. All right. So as you all hopefully are in the right place, today we are going to be building toiletry kits with hygiene projects for those either currently facing homelessness or transitioning out of homelessness. And I'm going to turn it over to our nonprofit partners to walk through the activity itself and also give more background on the population that they serve. So over to you, Letitia.
Hello, everybody. I'm Letitia from Downtown Streets team. I am in San Jose, California. So with our hygiene kits today, I have a few samples here to show you. There's different kinds of hygiene kits that you can use. I mean, obviously one is for kids, male, female, but I just wanted to show you some samples. This is one that has hand warmers, toothpaste, shavers, anything of this size works for them. Another one is, because it's cold and rainy and storms are coming in, we have beanies, gloves, a hot blanket. Rain ponchos are good. Of course, you can add in masks and long socks because they're on their feet every single day, and who doesn't love changing your socks? But with your hygiene kits, what Downtown Streets team uses when we receive them is our team members, which I wanted to explain, are individuals that are experiencing homelessness, and they join our team. And we have 15 communities in the Bay Area. And once they join our team, they get on a shift to beautify our cities. So they clean up garbage, debris, anything like that. And they also do outreach. So when we get the hygiene kits, they take them and they distribute them to other houseless neighbors and try to, have them join our program or, just get the word out there. But yeah, any items that you think that you would need on a daily basis is a perfect item for the outreach.
Hey everyone, I'm Val with, should I be?
Oh, go ahead, Val.
Okay, I'll just keep it really brief. I know Letitia did an amazing job for covering it. I'm Val. I do all of the events for Imagine LA. We're based in Los Angeles, and we serve a bunch of families that were formerly homeless. So now our families have exited homelessness, and we've provided mentors to each member of the family that's over the age of 5 years old. So we hold these monthly, we used to do them weekly when COVID started, but now we hold monthly drives, and we give them these care kits. So we put together bags of everything and anything. We have like soap, and we have cleaners, and we include the toiletry kits that you all do. And then I have I'm in the office right now, so I have all toys we include for the kids. So anything that's just, and during these times, anything is helpful. Anything and everything is helpful to people. So yeah, it's a little brief.
Perfect. So why don't we go ahead and get started? So this was the list that was provided to everybody through the Eventbrite link. So hopefully you had a chance to go and grab these items. As Letitia and Val both mentioned, there's more items that you could purchase or things that you might have in your house that might be useful. So why don't we spend a couple of minutes, feel free to get your supplies together, go ahead and get all of your items, and we can start building our kits together. And we would love to see if you want to share the types of items that you have. You can hold them up to the camera. If you want to talk about what you found, again, you can raise your hand or pop your hand in the chat. We would love to see what you have. And then we also asked, we put in our supply kit for you to have a blank card, markers and crayons. You can leave a little note to whoever's going to be receiving this if you want to give them a little message of inspiration or support. That's always nice. Everything that we're doing today, of course, as we said, if you don't have the supplies right now, that's absolutely okay. You can take notes, and the next time you're in Target or doing a delivery run from the grocery store, you can pick up items as well. This is something that is constantly in need, so you can do it. You can do it on an ongoing basis and give everyone a chance to start grabbing your things and start building your kits. Do you have any tips or tricks, Letitia or Val, in terms of what's really useful? Is it helpful to have the smaller items, or what do you find to be the items that are of utmost need these days?
Gallon size cloth bags are the best because you can fit as much stuff in it. For us, we believe that socks is one of the most important items needed. We do a sock campaign every year where we send, the community where they keep it in their car, and when, they see someone, our houseless neighbor, hand them a sock, because like I said before, it's always one of the best things. Also, ponchos is really needed, and with women, feminine products. So that's what I like to look into getting more of, the quantity.
For us, I think either helps. We've done these hygiene kits, and it's helpful for the families to have in their car, or if they need to pull something if they're running low on what's already in their home. But we've been also doing full size shampoo bottles because we're serving an entire family that's trying to get back on their feet, and we're breaking the cycle. So we've been doing just full size items, and think of anything when we're trying to help, we're trying to just cut any of their costs or help them. So if they have $10 extra left over, they're not going to go, I have a Uno here because the kids were at home, and you're trying to find activities for the kids to do. So they're not going to spend their extra $10 on a card deck of Uno if they need to go pay a light bill. So just little helpful things for us, for our families have been the extra stuff. But yeah, soap, lotion, socks. We did a fundraiser for space heaters. So, and for us, it's as a whole, anything helps.
There are a couple questions, very specific questions in the chat. Are snacks okay? Would you recommend putting snacks in, or keep it to toiletries and hygiene items?
For snacks, yes, absolutely. Bottled water, obviously maybe granola bars, something that doesn't have to be refrigerated or, kept, just something that they can have on hand.
Perfect. And then another question was, is bar soap or tube soap more helpful?
That's a good question. I think
Or
I
does it
think
matter?
I think either or is appreciated. It's appreciated. And we'll figure it out. You know, if you have it on hand, you'll figure it out.
Awesome. So for those just joining us, we're just gathering our supplies right now. We had provided that list, but Letitia and Val also provided additional items that you might have around your house or you might want to add to your list for the next time you're at Target. You can put your kits together however you would like to. We recommend the gallon-sized Ziploc bags, but if you have other bags handy, that's totally okay. Whatever you have on hand is perfect. And then we'll just start packing our hygiene kits. And while we do that, Letitia and Val are going to speak a little bit more about the work that their nonprofits do. I also wanted to just mention again, if you want to add a little well wish, a little note of inspiration to those that are receiving it, please feel free to. And I don't know, Val or Letitia, if you have any ideas of what would be a really nice message for the families or for the individuals that might be receiving these packages.
I know our families love getting these cards. We get emails about them because the kids are the ones that'll read them. So anything that's just encouragement. I know sometimes the kids writing just something to brighten your day, like just a little post-it note. Have a great day. Like, one literally said, turn that frown upside down. And someone emailed us laughing and they were like, it was so cute. It was so silly, but so cute. So just anything to brighten your day. Yeah.
Yeah, same thing. Also too, just saying hi. You got this, like you are loved, stuff like that, think about messages that makes you feel good if you were to read it and receive this.
Before we move on, I just wanted to say that we've been double bagging brown bags, and people will like fold them and staple them and put them in boxes and mail it to us with extras if you don't have Ziploc bags. So
perfect.
Example.
Awesome. So as you're drawing your cards, if you have any questions, please feel free to continue to use the chat. If you are thinking of a message and want to make sure that it sounds good, please feel free to either raise your hand or put it in the chat, and we're happy to provide feedback. But with that, I think we can move on, and I think Downtown Street Teams is first. We'll hear more about the nonprofits and the work that you're doing.
So like I had mentioned before, we are a nonprofit and we work with individuals experiencing homelessness. Majority is 18 and up. And so they attend our success meetings, and our success meetings are joining, getting on the wait list. It's mandatory. So if you keep going and your name is on that wait list, once a shift opens to work on certain parts of the city, to clean rivers, downtown, anywhere that's needed, and then we have a contract with. Once they get on, they start doing their shifts. They are given basic need gift cards. That's anywhere from like Safeway, Target, anything that helps, just their daily foods, necessities. So once they get on, they start their shifts and they have to attend these meetings, and in return, they get case management help. So that's anything from your driver's license, housing, getting reconnected with family members just to get back on your feet, glasses, teeth, anything from like, insurance, driver's license, getting a car, and then also employment resources, which is like how to do a resume, go to job fairs, and we host job fairs too, getting interview clothes, assisting to take you to that interview. And then we keep track, just making sure that if they do get this job, that we haven't forgotten about them. They're still on our team. We still make sure to, our goal is 90 days that they're on the team, and we keep track of all that. Our success rate, like that's, positive and stuff, it's almost 90%. And we have so many team members that have graduated, some even in the tech community or the tech, being in tech, and they come back to us and they're just like, we got a house, like I'm still doing this. I got connected with my family. And, there's some individuals that do have a harder time, but, that's what we're here for. These organizations, it's just trying to get them back on. And, we even have a storm right now, and it's heartbreaking, to hear that they're out there. Yeah. So, we try our best to just make them feel needed and loved, and they can do it. But it's a volunteer program, so it's up to them when they're ready. And we help them with their goals, and that's pretty much ideas to
Great.
it.
I'm curious if there are ways above and beyond the toiletry kits that we're creating today for people to get involved with your organization. Are there other ways that they can volunteer or support?
Well, during the pandemic, it's a little bit harder, but gift cards are always good. Socks, especially, like I said before, coats. Maybe even after the pandemic, if anybody's in the Bay Area, I can host a cleanup with our team members, with their parents, and talk to the team members. We have them share their stories. Each event that we do, we have team members and they share their stories, and it's just so like impactful and a lot of information that a lot of people don't know. They're just like everybody else, and homelessness can happen to anybody. So that's one of my things that I've learned. I've been here for almost 5 years, and it's just like it can happen to anybody, and we have to keep that in mind.
Absolutely. I think we're going to share a video of one of the success meetings that you were talking about with team members.
Good morning. It encourages me to look out for new things. I'm hoping, praying that I get a job. I'm hoping to be able to find something steady.
I just want to thank you guys. The inspiration, you guys keep me strong. I mean, they helped me. They got me housing. They got me a job at a bowl. I'm clean and sober.
We got to dispel these myths. They don't want to work. Ridiculous. They're all mentally ill. Ridiculous. I mean, they help people re-enter society, basically. It's life-saving. You don't give up on people, basically.
Well, I'll tell y'all what. For the first time since I've actually joined this team, I must say I've seen a lot of changes through people. I've seen changes within me. It took me a lot of courage to really accept the principle of actually joining this team. I feel good, and I want to thank all the people here. I want to thank all the staffs that are really here to help us. And really, don't sleep on it. Take pride and be active in your city change within yourself and within everybody else that you meet. God bless and thank you. Who are we? A bit louder. Who are we? Who are we?
Yeah, so those are all of the cities that we are in the North Bay. I just wanted to also point out that I don't know, you saw the yellow t-shirts, the green t-shirts, the blue t-shirts, purple. So that's kind of like another way of teaching these individuals about employment responsibility, right? Yellow, when you join the team, you first get a yellow shirt. You're on your team. If we see that you've been killing it and just like working hard, you'll get promoted to a green shirt, which is a lead of a certain team in the community. And then blue shirt is a manager of the lead, and yellow shirts. And so the purple is like, you're the boss. So, that's also another way with these shifts is, relearning how to get to shift on time, relearning how to, if you can't make it, call your lead, call your manager. And that's it. It's guiding them to get, a job and, work on those skills.
Perfect. Yeah, learning some professional development there as well. So I'm curious, before I hand it to Val, I'm curious if anybody's completed any kits that they want to share. We'd love to see an example. If you want to raise your hand or put your name in the chat, or just hold it up to the screen. Does anyone have a completed kit they want to share? Oh, I see Stacy Chapman. I see you holding it up. Oh, Tessa's got one. What have you got there, Stacy? Or Audrey and Stacy?
What do we got in there, Odds?
We have snacks, socks, a comb.
What else do we put in there? We got some shampoo.
I don't know what that's called.
Shampoo, deodorant, socks, toothbrush.
Toothbrush.
We're working on our cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect. And let me see. Oh yeah, we called in the next the next family. You guys ready to share?
We have the girls' tampons, and then we have a message, a mask, a bar of soap, deodorant, shampoo and conditioner, hand sanitizers, Kleenexes, and hair ties. And toothpaste is coming, but we don't have it at the moment.
Perfect. That's awesome. Thank you so much. All right, should we go to Jack? I see your hand raised.
I made actually 2 so far. Both I still have to add snacks, but for now I have this one. It has deodorant, combs. This is a pack that has toothpaste and a toothbrush. I have shampoo and conditioner and body wash, hand sanitizer, and hand lotion. And I think that's it. I'm gonna make a note and put some snacks in. And I also made this one, which is pretty similar. There's the toothbrush pack, the deodorant, face and body wash, shampoo and conditioner, sunscreen, hand sanitizer, and hand lotion.
Awesome. That is perfect. Good job. These are really good. All right. Well, let's hand it back over to Val to tell us more about Imagine LA and the great work you're doing.
I'll wait for the slide to come up, but those are really amazing. Good job, you guys. Really impressed. Those are really, really cool. So again, I'm Val. I do all of Imagine LA's events. And during COVID, we've started doing these drive-through events where families don't ever get out of their car. They'll drive up to our offices, they pop open their trunk, and we load their car with essential items. And all of the families in the Imagine LA program once experienced homelessness. And as a whole, they were either living in their car and then they went to a shelter. Most of the families were single moms with kids. And so they got referred to us and they have to get accepted into the program and we have to know they're going to be serious. Everyone in the program over the age of 5 gets a mentor. So that's someone that they can ask questions to and that guides them and provides them with resources. And maybe the parents have to go to work, they'll help them find childcare. And so they stay with them for 18 months. And essentially we're helping to break the cycle of homelessness so that they don't end up back on the streets, so that their kids have the resources to go to schools to break this cycle. And been around for about 12 years now. It's an incredible program. We have a near perfect success rate. And so especially during these times, I think as families have experienced homelessness and they're transitioning into starting to get on their feet again, COVID was a hard hit for everyone. So again, anything we're doing for them helps. And I won't chat too much, but if you want to share the video, it gives a little closer look into what we do, explains everything.
Homelessness is our community's greatest crisis. Between 2019 and 2020, family homelessness increased by 45%. How can we end poverty and homelessness for good? It starts with an affordable home, but ending poverty requires more. A family needs jobs that pay a livable wage, viable childcare, access to regular health care, nutritious food that fits their budget, and the opportunity for their kids to thrive in school. They also need community. So imagine this family is connected with a wide range of resources in their community. Now, imagine that each member of the family can work with their very own mentor, who's there to form a deep relationship and champion their goals. Imagine this family is empowered to create their own future and treated as experts in their own needs, because they are. Imagine LA is making this dream a reality. Our model is a unique whole family approach that leverages a powerful combination of clinical case managers, economic mobility resources, and trained volunteers from the community to build long-term family stability and well-being. We meet families where they're at and provide individualized support guided by the families themselves. To learn more about how we all thrive together, visit imaginela.org. Imagine LA, building equity together.
Cool. So that's, yeah, a little explanation as to what we do. And we're always looking for mentors, and right now we're doing virtual mentors. So if any of you parents out there want to be a mentor, you can check out everything on on our website, imaginela.org. But we're accepting all kinds of donations. We have our drive-through grab and goes going all year round, and people have been mailing us stuff from all over the country. We have an Amazon link as to what our families need. You know, again, most of the families in our program are all single mothers with anywhere from 2 to 8 kids. And so we're just trying to help them get on the right track. Makeup, we have an event or a drive-through event coming up called Love Yourself, where we're giving them makeup kits, and we still throw in games for the kids, and anything, we make anything work. Hot meals. So you can contact me or log on to imaginela.org for info.
Well, someone had a question whether or not it would be helpful to put some cash in the bags, and I was hoping you could answer that.
I would say instead of cash, we love giving our families gift cards. That's always the most helpful. So if Target, like the Universal, Target, the Visa, the Master, like the Visa cards, Amex cards, that's really helpful. If they do, I just worry if they're sending it, they're mailing it, you know, you don't want to be liable for the cash being lost. But if they do want to donate cash, we have an easy cash donation option on our website that goes directly to what we're doing with the grab and goes for our families.
Same thing with Imagine LA. We prefer not cash. Kind of just think of it as cash as a donation, and then we have specific areas where the cash goes. So if, say, like you're in a certain city that we help with, or that we're in, you can be like, I want to donate this to San Jose or Modesto, or anything like that. So that's how like DST handles it. Yeah, gift cards are always good, and they can be from anywhere. So that's the good option too. So same as Val.
Perfect. Would one of you be willing to speak about the topic of hygiene insecurity and why these items in particular, why hygiene products are something that is constantly in need, and why we focused our activity on this for today?
Yeah, so these are everyday items that is needed, and a lot of these individuals don't have access to it. But also having these hygiene items also helps with your mood and how you feel. Just being able to, like I said, put on socks, being able to comb your hair, brush your teeth. And this is all that all of us, we have access to. Whenever, like a beanie, my head's cold. Yeah, every single item that you put in your hygiene kit has a really like positive effect on our lives. Because I don't know, for me, it's like if I have all that, even if it's just for a short time, it makes you feel better, and kids and people out there are providing these things for us, and it's also boosting your confidence, the way you look, the way you feel, and maybe actually even help, wanting to do something for yourself. So that's my outlook on that.
That's great. And we always like to have a reflection question with each of our sessions to start thinking through, from our perspective, how might we feel if we didn't have these items readily available? So I'm curious, and we might want to go back to the viewer. We can see all the kids. If you want to raise your hand and just answer the question, how would you feel if you didn't have access to things like soap or shampoo, and you spent the day playing and you weren't able to take a bath, or you weren't able to take a shower, or you didn't have clean socks? How might that make you feel? And again, feel free to raise your hand or put your name in the chat. I see a hand here. I think that is Audrey.
I would feel sad because I would be dirty the next day, or I would be cold when I slept, and in the morning.
Yeah, we wouldn't be as comfortable. It'd be pretty hard if it was really cold and we didn't have socks. Does anyone want to share their bags, their toiletry kits that we didn't get to earlier?
Be a cool group shot. Maybe we could get a...
Oh yeah, if everybody could hold up whatever you've been working on. So we could get a good screenshot of everybody together. And if you're not on video, if you are able to put on your video and show us, that would be great. Yeah, look at all of that.
Those are
Oh,
fantastic.
wow, look at Millie's got a bunch of stuff over there. Look at all that good stuff. Good job. Amazing, amazing. Does anybody want to share? Maybe one of the notes, did anybody write a note that you'd like to share with a message? Oh, look at that. Smile, love yourself. You are special. That's great. What does it say?
I hope you have a great day.
I love it. So special.
So for mine now, I just wrote some positive affirmations like you got this, stay strong, and you are thought of, and I drew a little heart.
Oh, cute. Love it. All right, so let's why don't we talk about next steps? I know a lot of folks were asking about where do we go from here? What do we do? So here's all the information. And as we said, this will all be shared out via email. Directly after this session, you'll get this entire slide deck with all of the links included. So we welcome you to visit our website, and please let us know how many of these wonderful toiletry kits you've created. Thank you for putting it in the chat. But we'll have a website so you can go and click on the link where it says impact and put in how many you created and where you sent them to so that we can keep track of all of our wonderful efforts. We do ask that you include, there's a donation slip there that you just put your name and your email, and that was from Project Giving Kids, with your donation, so that when Imagine LA or Downtown Streets teams gets it, they know where it came from. They know that it came from you, and they know that it came from Project Giving Kids, because the person receiving the mail might not know about this session. So we want to make sure that they know where it came from. We have the addresses in here as well. You can work out if you want to drop off or mail them to these, to our two partners here. If you're not in the California area, or it's easier, a lot of nonprofits working with the homeless in your community would be happy to take these as well. This is something that is a need across the country and in all different communities. So depending on where you're coming from, if you'd prefer to partner with a local nonprofit, that's absolutely okay, but we wanted to provide their information directly. And if you are a student who requires a community service hour validation and need that verified, we're happy to sign off for you. Just email us at info@projectgivingkids.org.
We have a really good question from Judy, and she's asking, is it better to make fewer packs with more products in it, or more packs with fewer items?
I think it's really just more your preference. Anything is appreciated. So I mean, I don't think it should be too strict on what items are in. Yeah, so it's really just what you prefer, what you want to give out, and yeah, there's no restrictions.
Yeah, I'll chime in and say I agree with that, because even if we receive more packs with fewer items, we usually tally up how many, for us at least, how many family members are in a family. So say we'll put 5 of these into one bag, but we make anything work. And I think it's the same with Letitia. It's like we're just grateful for all the help.
I do want to give an opportunity, if anybody has any general questions about the work that Downtown Streets teams or Imagine LA are doing, if you have any questions for Val or Letitia, please feel free to raise your hand. I'm sure they would be happy to answer any questions you might have about the population that they work with, about homelessness in general, while we have them here with us today. Does anyone have any questions? Anyone's raising their hands? All right, well, I don't see anybody raising their hands, but feel free to raise your hand or put your name in the chat if you do have any questions for them. We do have a virtual photo booth, which Leslie, if you can put the link in the chat. Because we're all virtual, we would love to be together doing this in person and taking wonderful pictures with all of the toiletry kits that you're creating. But because we're virtual, we've created a virtual photo booth. So if you could take a minute or two to snap a picture, holding up your toiletry kit, holding up the items that you're doing, that would be great. It's a great way for us to capture the work that we've done here today. If you want to, we welcome you to support us and share from social media world. So we put in all of our Instagram and Facebook tags. Feel free to share your pictures and tag us into it so we can see everything you're doing. And that includes if you want to take a picture at drop off or whenever you're mailing in your items, that would be great. And then we invite you also to share Project Giving Kids and these nonprofits with those in your community, with your friends, with your family, with your schools, with your teachers. We would love to have more supporters, both for Project Giving Kids join us in these types of volunteer events, but also I'm sure both of these nonprofits would welcome more support from their communities as well. So I see that link in there to the photo booth. There's a couple filters in there, so have fun, take a few pictures. We can't wait to see what you come up with. And then finally, just to wrap things up, we hope you'll continue to join us with Project Giving Kids. We're going to be doing these sessions every other week going forward for hopefully the rest of the year, either virtual or in person. So we'll be continuing to update our website. We have a whole host of activities. We have hundreds of activities on our website. So the link here to projectgivingkids.org/activities also has a wide range of cause areas, a wide range of activities, and a wide range of nonprofits that you can support. So please go in there, poke around. We'll do at the very end of the session a little demo so you can see our website as well. But you can visit that, find some activities, join another Give Back Hour session, which will be exactly like this, but featuring different nonprofits and different activities. We also have a Give Back app. So if you have a cell phone and you want to do more volunteer activities and keep track of your hours, you can download the app and access the same host of activities as well. We also have links here to both of our nonprofit partners. Thank you both for joining us today. So as I said, everybody will get this deck so you can link into their website as well. And then I did want to talk about also, we have a youth advisory council. Usually we have a member on these sessions. Today, unfortunately, we didn't, but I do want to talk through if you are a teenager or if you know of teenagers, you have nieces, nephews, friends that are in the age group of 13 to 15. Our Youth Advisory Council meets once a month and does service opportunities and also supports the work of Project Giving Kids. And so we'd be happy to share more information about that as well. Just email Leslie, who's on our call here today. She manages that for us, so feel free to reach out to her. And then to close out, I'm going to go to the next slide. I'll give an overview on Project Giving Kids. I know we had the video at the outset, and I talked a little bit about our website and our Give Back app. So all of that is fully accessible, completely free. We have over 130 nonprofit partners across the country supporting different cause areas, from supporting homeless populations and beginning with basics to saving the planet and helping the environment, to comforting the sick, helping the elderly. So we invite you to go and check it out, check out the different cause areas and check out the different activities. We also have our Create the Change Day, which will be in the fall. Some of you might have participated just in November. We had our virtual Create the Change Week, but that is a great opportunity to do things in person together. We have a whole host of tools and resources on our website. So if you're looking for more information about our different cause areas, we have educational curriculum that can be used by teachers and parents. We have book lists, we have videos. So please check it out. And then, as I mentioned, we have our Youth Advisory Council and programming for our teenagers. And I think that is the official content for today, but I want to open it up again if anybody has any questions for any of us. We have our contact information here, so you can reach out to all of us directly as well. Any final parting thoughts? Any questions? I would love to see a show of hands who had fun today. Did you guys enjoy this activity? I know I enjoyed it. Oh, good. Jack's shaking his head.
Is anyone joining us at the next session, the Give Back Hour, in a couple hours?
Oh, good.
Or in an hour?
This is perfect. All right, wonderful. Well, we have, as we said, the photo booth. Please be sure to go check it out and take a picture so we can capture your beautiful faces with the toiletry kits. And then we'll share all of this out so that you can connect with Val and Letitia to get your donations into the hands of those who need it.
Maybe we can do another group shot and see.
One final.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. If you want to hop off video and show up your toiletry kits, make sure we get a picture. I don't know, Sharon or Leslie. I see Sharon with her phone. Okay, we're getting a picture. And then if you haven't already, also make sure you put in the chat the number of kits that you're either already created or you're about to create. However, whatever the number is that you're hoping to complete. All right, look at all those. Oh my gosh, looks good.
Tessa's view, I got a great picture of you guys. So cute.
Wonderful. Well, thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you to Val and Letitia for the work that you're doing in the community, for joining us today. It's a pleasure to have you here, and we hope we'll see many of you at a future Give Back Hour.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thanks.
Thank you so much for spending the Give Back Hour with us. We'll see you again.